Welcome to Spagtastic. In this lesson, we are going to learn about the subjunctive form. This is a level 6 skill. Let's begin by thinking about what the subjunctive is. The subjunctive is a verb form or mood that is used in formal writing to show that something must or should happen. The subjunctive form is used to show importance or urgency. For example, when we are advising, asking, commanding, demanding, proposing, or requesting. Here are some examples where the subjunctive form is used for importance or urgency. I advise that Joey complete his homework on time. Usually, we would say, I advise that Joey completes his homework on time, but the subjunctive form uses complete rather than completes. In another example, Mr. Taylor insists that Sam join the debating team. We would usually say, Mr. Taylor insists that Sam joins the debating team, but the subjunctive form uses join rather than joins. When using the subjunctive form, we use the root form of the verb without any suffixes added. Where we would usually use the verb was, is, am, are, or were, we can use the subjunctive form of the verb be instead. For example, the teacher insisted the class be quiet. Here is another example where be is used. Mr. Parker requested that Jordan be on time for his guitar lesson. In another example, the usual way of speaking would be, the teacher suggested that the children were told about the new child joining the class. However, if we change the word were to be, we are then using the subjunctive form. The teacher suggested that the children be told about the new child joining the class. Here are two more examples of sentences that use the subjunctive form. Should I be elected Prime Minister, I would make the weekend longer. The use of the verb be in this sentence tells us that the subjunctive form is used. The final example is, the police officer demands that the thief return the stolen goods. The use of the words that and return tell us that the sentence uses the subjunctive form. The subjunctive form is also used to express a desire, a dream, a hope, or a wish for the future. Here are some examples of how we can use the subjunctive form when we wish, hope, dream, or desire something. Let's look at the sentence. If I was Edward, I'd behave a lot better at school. This does not use the subjunctive form. However, we can change the verb was into were, so that we are now using the subjunctive form. The new sentence is, if I were Edward, I'd behave a lot better at school. So this uses the subjunctive form. Here is another example. If I was selected for the football team, I'd be extremely proud. This is how we would usually say this sentence, but it does not use the subjunctive form. Do you know how you could change this sentence so that it does use the subjunctive form? Why not pause the video and have a think for yourself? Let's take a look. If we change was to were, then we would be using the subjunctive form, and our sentence would be, if I were selected for the football team, I'd be extremely proud. Here is a summary of our learning about the subjunctive form. The subjunctive form or mood is a verb form used in formal writing. We can use the subjunctive form to show importance or urgency. We can also use the subjunctive form to express desires, dreams, hopes, or wishes for the future.